Hello everyone. Today's video, as the title says, we're going to get text as values in our pivot table. So our data set is an example of three companies that work together. They all make flavored drinks. Some of the companies make generic, and all the companies make a subsidiary or a child of that generic. So company A makes cola. They also make their own subsidiary. B makes red, berry, and orange, so on and so forth. A makes some of cola and some of all the others. And this is the list of the parents. So list corresponding list. So I'm not going to get into how to visualize this properly, which I have a separate video on. Or I'm going to make one on. I think I deleted the original because it was too long. But either way, where were we here? So this is set up as a inserted table. If we just insert the pivot table, just like that, drop it in here, why not? So we can put product in values and company in rows, and we would see how many items they sell. But we want to know what they sell. I mean, we can see that right here. But what if we actually wanted to see which company makes a product and which parent, which is what I have over here. So this is more obvious why you would want to see names, not just numbers. But I don't want to get it too complicated. So let's go with this way. So right now you can't. There's no way to see text. How do you get text without? So there's something called the data model, and that's for Power Pivot. Right now we have some sort of power pivot, but we're not in the data model. As you saw, there was, if I delete this, there was an option here to add to the data model. So now if we do actually put that in, if it'll let me put it here, give it a second. So we're not actually going to play with the data model really. There's like relationship managers and the ways to link more than one table together or make some pretty complex stuff. I'm going to pause the recording while that loads. Here we are. So let's go back to what we were doing. So company in rows. And instead of putting product in values, which is going to do the same thing as I had last time, we're going to right click on range on the table, which we don't have this thing here before. We only have it now that we added it to the data model. We can add a measure. Each of these three is called a measure. This is where we have the DAX formula dialog box. Our name is going to be the name of the measure. I'm going to call it text as values. That's the purpose of the video. And this is actually like the only formula I know. So concatenate X. We need the table. Every press tab, it takes your cursor into this dialog box. So I want to make sure we're in the right place. Comma. That's the table we want. We want to know what row of the table. So we have to tell it which table again. We want oh wait. This we told it the wrong table. Let me see if there's another table option. Oh, it's called range 1. This isn't a table. I just copy pasted it from a table. So it took the formatting of the table, but it's actually a range, as you can see there. So we're going to backspace here, type in range, and it's called range 1 because we already have a range in our data model from previous experiments. So range 1. Again, want to tell it which range, but now we want to tell it which of these three we want it to concatenate. So we want the product the stuff in product to concatenate with comma separated. So product, that's expression. Now we want a delimiter, which means how do we want it to be separated between each of them? We want a comma, so put it between quotes and space after it. Check it, we're good. Okay, so now it adds it to our library and dump it in there, and voila. But you can see we still have, we don't want a grand total because it's not going to help us. It's doing textual, not numerical. And now we can see our Texas values. Columns, then the name of this measure would be in the top left. So for example, if we put values and go rid of this, so now you can see which company makes what. But we don't actually want to. That makes it more complicated to think about. So we're just going to go like this. Just going to do like that. And now you can see that company A makes this. And you'll notice that the items that are stored are listed before I started this video. I did that to simplify it, so you could see easily the idea that we're publishing. Actually, this one is in the middle because cherry, I guess numerically, that's odd. The H is equivalent to the hyphen. Otherwise, I don't understand why it's sorted. I sorted Z to A to get right. And then I sorted first this, and then I sorted A to Z. That's how I got this. I'm not going to worry about that right now. That's not important. So that's how you get text as values. That's the end of the video. Like and subscribe. Hit me up on LinkedIn if you have any questions or if you want to contract me to fix your spreadsheets for you. Thanks for watching.